What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Real Frame Reviews. I'm Scott, and today we're reviewing Blockers, a new, let's see here, raunchy teen comedy, coming of age, parents get involved with your business type movie. Seth Rogen, Adam Goldberg-esque. It's in the same vein as like a super bad, I don't know, this is 40 kind of thing, those kind of comedies. And for those of you who don't know, comedies are, I'm very picky when it comes to comedies. And Blockers was directed by Kay Cannon, who also wrote, and I don't know, can't remember if she directed all of the Pitch Perfect movies. Very talented writer, director, and I think it's safe to say that when it comes to wrestlers turned actors, I'm very skeptical about it until they prove to me that they can actually act, like they owe me some sort of allegiance or something. But it's just the way I am. I don't know why I'm like that. Someone please help me. Blockers is about basically three parents with one daughter apiece, and the three daughters are very good friends, very close friends, and they are about to go to their senior prom, and they create this sort of sex pact that they're all going to have sex on their prom night, and the parents catch wind of this, and they try to do everything in their power to stop it. This movie, again, it looked pretty funny from the previews, and I thought it really stayed true to kind of a straight-laced comedy. Like, not many things happened that were sort of out of the vein of, like, high school dramas, obviously, or high school comedies. Like, obviously, stuff's gonna happen. Like, they throw parties and nothing really happens. These parties are, extravagant events that, the whole freaking school's invited to. They're throwing parties, and they take up a whole level of the hotel or something like that. So you have to suspend a certain amount of disbelief going into these, and this one, you suspend a certain amount of disbelief, and it stays close to that. And that's what I really like about Blockers, is that it's not going to take you outside of it's going to take you outside of reality, but in a way that's going to still keep you grounded and not make you kind of roll your eyes and be like, okay, that wouldn't happen. You sign a pact with Blockers in the beginning, and they stay true to that pact. Pun intended, pun not intended, I don't know. So this movie, Blockers, stars John Cena, which I don't think I've seen a film with John Cena in, so I was like, oh, great, John Cena. We have, God, who's the other? I gotta remember who the other guy is, because he's pretty funny. Leslie Mann's in it, who's always great. Ike Barinholtz, that's the guy's name. He's got this really unique look. He actually kind of looks like Denny V, the director Denny V, Go look him up. Anyways, so Leslie Mann finds out about her daughter's sex pact, and then they're gonna go and figure it out, and do all this extravagant shit because they're old and these other kids are young, so they don't really understand each other, and these other kids are gonna take advantage of them, make them do different things. But what it really comes down to is the idea of, I think, the friendship that you have, and then the fear of losing these friendships, the fear of sort of being alone, and there are some pretty cool arcs going on here, because all three of the girls, one girl has a boyfriend who she's really into and wants to really take that plunge and go all the way with him. The other friend is like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it too. And then the other one's like, I don't think I want to do this, but you guys are my buddies, I don't want to lose you, I'm gonna do this. So I like the levels that they have with the three main girls, that, one's all for it, one's like, yeah, whatever, I'll do it, and the other one's like, nah, don't really want to do this. So you do have their stories going through the film, and then you have sort of mirroring them are the parents, who, again, are afraid to sort of let go and lose their relationship with their daughters. And what is really nice is that there is one girl, one of the main teenage girls in particular, is really fearful of this. And there's a great scene with her mom and her mom's new husband, or her stepdad, and it is crazy funny. And it's really actually touching that that's what they're going for. Um, Again, the idea of these sort of high school raunchy teen comedies is, to me, the jokes and how they're going to land. And I think this one does a really good job with these types of jokes. And it actually kind of makes you look at it in a different light, because I'm a dude. I walked into this movie about three girls that are looking to have sex. Usually it's different. It's usually the guys are going to get laid on prom night and they're going to love it. It's like a rite of passage kind of thing. And there's this great monologue in there that one of the I think it's John Cena's wife has, about how different it is when we look at guys going to have sex on prom night based on girls going to have sex on prom night. And it's funny, but it's actually true. So I think that was a really good dialogue, monologue, and I thought it was a really good time, to be honest. There were some times where you're smiling, there's some times where you're laughing, and then there's really no times where I'm scoffing at the idea, except for there's one point in it that I was like, okay, come on, a little too far. But you know what? It does start and it blows through, I'd say, probably the first half of the movie. And then it gets to this, like, it starts to lose its pace a little bit towards, let's say, the top part of the third act, and it's like, oh man, don't lose steam. And then it picks up again, and and then you have all of the characters sort of realizing what's going on, coming to terms with it and making best out of the situation. But this movie is definitely a lot of fun, and I think a lot of that has to do with John Cena. I think this guy is hilarious. He steals a lot of the scenes that he's in. I think Leslie Mann does a great job, like always. Been following her since Big Daddy, and I think the Ike, whatever the hell his last name is, he's pretty hilarious too. Is like the degenerate dad. So it's really good. It's really touching. Like I said, it kind of goes along with the super bads, and also there's some sort of callbacks to like a 16 Candles kind of thing. There's actually a poster in the back of 16 Candles. These teen sex comedies kind of thing, and it was a great time. I really enjoyed it. Let's see here. This is a tough one. I'm gonna give Blockers a 3 out of 4 stars. I think you're gonna have a really good time with it. It's funny. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's warm at moments. It's got some good heart, good emotion, and a lot of laughs. A lot of freaking laughs. So enjoy Blockers. 3 out of 4 for me. Like, subscribe, comment. Goodbye.